Good evening. There were plenty of frustrated air travellers today after the disruptions to SAA and Comair flights. The two airlines cancelled scheduled flights after problems were flagged at SAA Technical by the Civil Aviation Authority. SAA Technical services planes belonging to both airlines. Our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa has more on that, on what some see as delay chaos today. Mbalenhle, good evening to you. What do we know about what problems have been flagged here? What's the SAA Civil Aviation Authority worried about?
Hi, Stephen. Well, we really don't know what exactly has been flagged. What we do know is that they tend to do unscheduled audits as well as checks on maintenance, and some of them are audits, planned audits. And this time around, it was a planned audit that flagged some irregularities with regards to the maintenance of some of these aircrafts, which have been deemed as unsafe to take into our skies. And until such a time that SAA and Comair can, confirm and verify that they've dealt with the issues, the irregularities that have been brought up by the authority, they cannot go into the air.
Okay, very frustrating day for plenty of people at the airports, probably very frustrating for airport staff as well. How big were the disruptions?
Well, we didn't see any. It looked like quite a well-managed crisis. We spoke to a few people who worked there, and they said that from as early as 6 a.m. they did not see people running around trying to catch flights, or people who were stranded and left without travel arrangements or options of airlines to go onto, because what we also heard is that SAA had put in a contingency plan that had involved bringing in bigger aircrafts in order to accommodate those who had been left out because of the planes that were grounded by the Aviation Authority. The Aviation Authority, in a statement, has welcomed plans by SAA Technical to try and resolve these plans and these irregularities that it has flagged. And as you heard from an updated statement by the authority, by the SAA, this should be resolved by the end of the week.
Okay, so there could be lots of discussion around this. Did the airlines have a choice here? Did they have to ground their planes? Do we have clarity on that, or did they decide to?
Well, I get the sense that, when the Civil Aviation Authority makes a decision not to allow these airlines, these aircrafts to fly, that is final. This is not the first time we've seen planes being grounded. We've seen Airports South Africa company also grounding another low-cost airline. It was during the festive season a few years ago because of some unpaid fees, if I'm not mistaken. However, it comes across as though their decision is final. But, at the end of the day, we need to realize that this is in the interest of safety. This is in the interest of ensuring that people make it to their various destinations in one piece. We know about the Mango aircraft that had to come back and for an emergency landing at Tambo. So this is in the interest of averting things such as that, because it would be very unfortunate if anyone had to die in our skies as a result of poor maintenance or low quality manufacturing parts that are put onto these planes.
Mbalenhle, thanks very much indeed. Mbalenhle Mthethwa, our reporter, following that story today. We are expecting more developments on that story. Actually, in the next half an hour, expecting the Civil Aviation Authority of South Africa to be in our studio. We put some of these questions to them, asked them as well if this was a scheduled audit. What led to this kind of strong reaction from the Civil Aviation Authority? So more developments on that story expected tonight. Other stories we're chasing, we'll keep an eye on the situation in Northwest, and don't forget a special discussion about the media being broadcast to you live tonight between 7 and 8 this evening.